Did you see the trailer for the new season, Melody?
Absolutely. It ain't gonna be a good season because I'm not on there. Mel, shut up. You need to shut up. You got a thought soul, Mel. We ran you up off your show. Absolutely not. You didn't run me nowhere, heifer.
Sure hood bugger. Sure hood bugger. And I'm sick of her and her big-head husband with the fake storylines. What's up with the cast photo? All the couples are not coupling, but they was coupling when Melody was on the show. Now everybody all broke up. So I guess Maurice and Kimmy, they done broke up. Marceau and Latifah, we know she ain't going no damn well. She codependent. Get that ghetto out of here.
Shut up. You and your damn daughter. I'm so glad. I am so happy that the trash has been eradicated up off the show. That big-head heifer thought she was better than everybody. Carlos then showed that heifer who's boss. Okay? I'm just mad about one thing. That the heifer didn't pass the damn builder's license test for my boy. Absolutely not, Miss Marlene. I am not here to be a proverbial slave for your son. Those days are over.
Listen, we are back. Make sure you like this video as you are coming in. Make sure you like it. Thank you. What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. Listen, this time, honey, we got a lot to talk about. We got the Love and Marriage Huntsville trailer. Y'all say y'all ain't watching. I don't believe some of y'all. I don't, like every season some of y'all be saying y'all ain't watching. You go watch. I'm watching so I can drag, honey. Okay, I am watching so I can drag. Let's, first, let me just mention real quick. Why is everybody so far away from each other in the photo? We ain't got Maurice all up on Kimmy. Marceau and Latifah ain't never been, separated like this in a cast photo. Martell is by himself, as he should be. Ken and Trisha, they not together. Okay, Destiny still by herself. They should have took a picture of her in her damn storage unit, honey. Okay? What is going on? We see Miss Nell and Chris. They all up on each other. We see each other. Shout out to Chris, honey. That is a fine man, honey. And I like his mannerisms, honey. I know some of y'all rolling your eyes and you sucking your teeth saying, Chris ain't about nothing. He a cheater just like Martell. Well, at least with him, he seems like he learned something from it. It seems like there was some remorse. He felt bad for what he did. That's kind of what I get from Chris. We never got that out of Martell, honey. He was over there blaming Melody for all his transgressions. Like, make that make sense, okay? So let me read what some of y'all was saying in the comment section, honey. So one person says, where is Ariane Coleslaw Curry? I guess the show will be flat like this promo. Do y'all think Ariane should be on the show? She ain't got nothing to bring to the show, but Melody ain't on there now. That's what Martell has been wanting. So why she ain't, on the show? Like, Martell, ain't you a producer or what are you? What are you? Okay, that nigga ain't got no power. Another person says they are all no good, so we know it's still not a good show, and Mel gone, so it's gonna be the same old ignorance. Absolutely. Another person says, so much misdirection in this photo. Couples apart from each other. Yes, you never seen that when Melody was a part of the cast. If Melody would have came back, them people would have been all coupled up. I think Carlos wants us to be, intrigued, curious. Okay, like, why Marceau and Latifah ain't together? Why Kimmy and Maurice ain't all coupled up? What's going on with Destiny and Lance? I think it's a tactic to get people to be, inquisitive about watching the show. Another person says they got Tisha and Marceau a mile apart. Another person says this show is very dark with demonic spirits. Not the demonic spirits, honey. Another person says they look a mess. It looked like the ratings won't be anything for these episodes. Another person says, I'm not watching that trash of a show. So it looked like y'all not feeling the trailer. Do y'all see Carlos? He done came out on some DMX. Okay, did y'all see that in the community tab? I posted it. They don't know who we be. They don't know. I love that song from DMX. But, honey, we know who y'all is. We know y'all didn't concocted these damn storylines to get the people watching. So we do know who you are. So let's talk about this trailer. And then, honey, Miss Robinson got some more hot topics for you. So it looked like we got more drama between Marceau and Martell. All I can say is, look, all that I can say, is that Mary J. Blige? I don't know. I'm sick of Marceau and Martell going back and forth and back. Martell used to be that dude, had the beautiful wife, the children. He, and it looked like he is the one that gave Marceau a helping hand and got him and Latifah on their feet, letting them borrow cars, letting them stay in, their bonus houses and stuff. They started, Sculpt together, so Martell was that dude, that put Marceau on. Now the tables have turned, right? Marceau is that dude. So he still got all these damn lawsuits. So, child, a lie don't care who tell it, okay? If he want to be delusional and say he the man then. I'm not here to take that from him. And then we got Destiny coming at Lance. Destiny is not feeling Lance. Lance is not a man. Okay, you're dealing with a man because a man that just pick you up, put you on the kitchen counter and fuck the shit out of you. And Lance he cute, nice looking guy, but he gives 8th grader, 9th grader, like, I don't know. He gives child for me, teenager. Is he in the early 20s or late 20s? He just gives 20. We'll give him 20s then. We'll give him 20. He just don't seem like a man's man. Destiny ain't really a woman's woman. She ain't really no real woman like that. To me, it's a lot of, she has some of Porsha's qualities. She likes to look like she that girl. She likes to look like she ain't got the low self-esteem. But we can see it, because, girl, anytime you trying to bring a woman down, like Miss Melody Cherie at that damn reunion, the way you did, you did that. You felt like you would chop her down to size, put her in lowest terms so you can feel good about yourself. That's what some women do. That's why they always have this aggressive energy towards women that they are jealous of and threatened by. So, yeah, I'm not really interested in her and Lance. Lance was acting very light-skinned in the scene, honey. Was acting light-skinned, honey? I don't know. I just know I don't do ghetto. Okay, Destiny, you can't convince me you care about this man having a baby. I'm just not buying it. Are we gonna see Destiny with another man? Okay, like, I'm not feeling it. How y'all feel about it? Thank y'all so much for coming to our Back to the 80s jam. So I guess Latifah then threw a little 80s party. She gonna be salt and pepper. Child, honey. just was not giving. Okay, it just, I don't know. We'll see. Still ain't synced it, honey. Shout out to Moses, but I don't know. It just kind of fell flat, honey. Okay, it was not giving kid and play, and that little dance they would do going around and around. It just was not, it fell flat for me. What else y'all got? Damn. Now, what do look interesting is Miss Nell calling out Latifah and Kimmy. Now, honey, I have my popcorn for that. That look interesting, but the rest of this shit, if you don't get this shit off my TV. So, Tisha tells Miss Wanda, her mammy, that can halfway talk and that needs summer school. I wonder, has either one of them went to summer school? She tell her mama that Miss Nell called herself being mad at her. Miss Nell tells Latifah and Kimmy that they are not transparent. They're not. They wanted to live vicariously through Mel and Martell. And when the water got too hot for them, when the stove got too hot, and it was time for them to deal with different problems in their marriages, okay? Mom's the word. They quiet. They don't know nothing. They don't want to say much. But they was sniggling and giggling when Martell was out here with Ariane, and they was laughing that Mel was being cheated on. They had everything to say about that. But that's what I was turned off by last season, and the season before that with Latifah being called out by Kiki. Come out, bitch! Come out! And your point is... Rest in peace to my girl. Y'all know Kiki was my girl. She made Latifah work for it. Okay? She made Latifah clock in, honey, and I love her for that. So Kimmy says to Miss Nell, so you think our husbands are cheating and we don't want to talk about it? Absolutely. Yeah, Miss Nell has a point. Y'all don't ever want to be transparent about y'all and y'all husband's transgressions or, whatever the hell going on in them burning houses, okay? Where the people, they've been trying to get the fire department out to your house, but you won't let them in. Okay, listen, because you are in denial. You are in delusion. But I'm glad Melody is not on here in a sense. I'm going to miss her. That's my girl. But I feel like now we can have a real conversation. We can get these people to turn on each other and really, they don't have nobody to deflect on anymore. They don't have somebody to blame anymore. Now, look, everybody got to be accountable and responsible for their actions. And look, they go turn against each other, okay? They go do that because now they don't have no choice. We see, what is them people's names? Ken, Trisha, and Martez. And y'all still ain't divorced. And Trisha put on the paper there's no minor children. So, yeah. Like, all of them is weird. I was trying to go up for Ken and Trisha, but honey, it was something about him throwing in Trisha's face that, oh, I pay for everything. I do everything. And your car broke down now around the corner. And I didn't like that. Don't put your woman out here like that. I know you upset, but still, even while you upset, it's just certain secrets you should keep for your woman. You should put up a united front for your woman. And Ken did not do that. And I know some people will say, yeah, but Trish is a liar. Yeah, Trish got her ways. But certain stuff, it just makes you look bad. I know people think they making somebody else look bad. Like Destiny with the whole Melody thing. I know she went out of her way to make Melody look bad, but to me, it made her look worse. It did. And what Ken did, it made him look worse. Even though he was getting back at Trish. Okay? Okay, so it looked like Martez and Ken, they go get into it and fight. And the new season starts Saturday, July 19th. Will you be watching? I will be reviewing. So y'all make sure you are tuned in. Even if you don't watch the show or you watch clips, tune in to your girl. Okay, so let's get into these Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion looks. Who are your top 4 best dressed? That's what I asked you guys. My top 4 are Porsha is number 1. 2 is Callie. I love Callie's dress. It was a little long because she's so short. But I love Callie's dress as you get closer to it. I really liked it. I like Porsha's dress. Her hair looked good. Makeup looked good. Callie's makeup made her look like she was in drag. But I still liked her look. I liked her hair. Drew, I was not feeling Drew's dress. Phaedra, girl, what are you doing? Look like you had a damn towel wrapped around your damn waist, some type of damn curtain, some type of tablecloth, sparkly at that. What is this shit, this helmet on your head, girl? It's giving, run away from me with this, with your tablecloth. Cynthia looked classic, with her dress. Dress was very simple. But simple is good, though, because you don't want to overdo it, and you still don't look like shit. I like Shamia's bob. Her dress was doing too much for me. It was giving Forrest. Angela looked very nice, but I was concerned about one of her titties. It seemed like a malfunction with the dress, but I love the split. She looked good. Her hair looked good. So top 4, Porsha, Kelly, Angela, Cynthia. No, I'm going to change that. Porsha, Kelly, Cynthia, Angela. Those are my top 4. We will do Shamia next, Drew, and then Phaedra. Phaedra looks the worst. Take that shit off your head and stop playing with us. Okay, I don't know what in the horn's nest. One of y'all said Phaedra looks a hot mess. Porsha and Cynthia look good, though. Yeah, they do. Cynthia's dress was yellow. Very simple and elegant. It was pretty. It was. I wish Drew would have did a bob. I wasn't really feeling Drew's feathers at the bottom. I felt like if she would have did maybe a black bob like Shamia, or maybe a bob with that color, it just would have, that way we could pay more attention to the dress, but it just seemed like a lot was going on. The hair color was pretty on Drew. I didn't like that baby hair piece. It looked like somebody took some damn Elmer's glue and just stuck it to her damn forehead. I was like, no, Drew. Drew has stepped up her fashion, her makeup, and her hair all this season. And she, it just fell flat at this reunion. Now, then again, you guys, once we see the girls on TV, they always look a lot better than the photos. This was giving me Real Housewives of Potomac season 5 when they had all the yellow on. Let's see what the people think about the reunion looks. So one person says, I'm sorry, not sorry. I just don't like Phaedra's outfit. Why? What was the reason? She literally looked like Akasha from Queen of the Dam. Another person says Porsha is fired. Another person says Kelly needs to remove the button ruffles and the big rolls in the front. I like Kelly's dress. Another person says Cynthia should have added a corset. Another person says Cynthia looks awesome. Another person says I like Porsha the best. It's giving Glamazon, then Angela, Shamia, and the rest with Phaedra last. Phaedra shocked me. Phaedra should have killed it, and it was not giving. It's the bottom of the dress. It's too baggy. Her shoes look nice, but it's just too baggy. She got all that damn blonde hair in. It's just not, I'm not feeling it. Drew's look, though, probably could have looked better. Drew's dress is really not that bad now that I'm getting a closer look, but I didn't like those ruffles at the bottom. I thought it cheapened the look. But her breasts look good, honey. Okay. That hair color with the dress, it is cute, you know. But yeah, it's the ruffles for me. Another person says, Porsha style hardly ever misses for me. I had a feeling she'd be number one for me before even seeing her. So number one, Porsha, 2, Angela, 3, Shamia, 4, Cynthia. Unlisted cast members, I didn't care for them. Britt could have showed up and looked snatched, but she didn't show up. So, I don't know. Another person says Porsha and Shamia were my favorite. Another person says Phaedra and Porsha have the same outfit on in a different version. Yeah, except Porsha's is more form-fitting. Phaedra's is too baggy. She's too short. You know, Porsha can pull certain stuff off because she has the height. And when you have height, it's going to give a little bit more, high fashion. Another person says Phaedra looks like someone from a costume store styled her. Absolutely atrocious. Porsha, Angela, and Shamia. Now let's shake a bone and get the hell on. In other news, we have Porsha Williams' ex-husband Simon Guobadia absolutely regrets their marriage. I bet you do, shit, because Porsha, honey, was trying to get to the bag, okay? And Simon like, how dare you snake me? I was supposed to snake and trick you. That's the type of nigga he is. He was out here taking pictures with other women's. Okay, talking about he was completely blindsided. You knew what type of woman this was. Didn't Porsha mess with one of your relatives? One of your relatives got her the Rolls Royce. Y'all put that in the comments if that's true or not. Allegedly, I think Fallon came out and said something like that a while ago. And Fallon said that Simon used to talk about Porsha like a dog. So you knew what type of floozy you was getting with. Talking about Porsha prayed upon him. She was all up in the DMs. Talking about she go pray for me. And I fell for it. Now, if she was in your DM saying she go pray for you, how do y'all go from that to getting engaged in 30 days and you still married, getting a divorce? You did everything wrong. You hustled backwards, you and her. And don't nobody feel sorry for neither one of y'all, because you both got what you got. Okay? So let's see what the people think about what Simon said. Oh, and I told y'all real quick, he said he's going to fight her over that prenup. And he's going to appeal her getting the $40,000, every month, and her keeping the house, and she gets to keep it to 2027 until she gets it refinanced in her name, and she will have a certain amount of equity in the home. I think he will have the most equity, but it's just like, child, you got played, and you played her. So another person, let's see what these people got to say. One person says, Porsha saw dollar signs and Simon saw looks. Another person says, he said on her show that he keeps moving. He keeps a moving truck on standby. Yeah. Simon is your typical narcissistic man. It is okay for them to discard you. It is okay for them to move on quickly and you be heartbroken. That's okay. But the fact that Porsha is divorcing you because you wasn't telling all the truth about your citizenship and everything, I think the bitch knew. Okay? Porsha got married to Simon because of the optics, how it would look. She wanted to do something shocking. She wanted to keep the focus on her. And she was stupid enough and goo-goo gaga enough to think that it would work. That she could go in that lady house and get with her husband and she would have a different outcome. Okay? And this happened to humble Porsha, but both of these people entered into this marriage through energetic invitation. You both try to scam and, to get to the top child, and it didn't work out. So the same person says Simon is just mad he got beat at his own game. Yeah. Another person says Miss Diane was supporting Porsha, calculated mess. That's why she went quiet. She was helping Porsha seal the deal. Because Simon got to saying he was calling her family members, they wouldn't answer the phone. And then Simon, he is smart though, when he said, yeah, Porsha had Pilar calling me to try to ease her way back in. Yeah. And Simon said other women have did that. And I told y'all, there are women that will use their children to get back in a man's life. And it's like, let it go, Elsa. Let it go. He don't care about your child. If they don't give a damn about you, they don't care about the child. Another person says no empathy for him or Porsha. Another person says a player has been played. Yep. Another person says he got outsmarted this time. He bragged about having a moving truck on speed dial. Ain't that what he told Dennis? For his wives and women when he was done with them. I'll never forget him saying that. He's too old and has had too many wives to be played by Porsha, who he has since called dumb. Oh, another thing is he said that Porsha paid the child support not out of good faith, just so she could look good in court. I agree with him. I believe that's why she did it. And like I told y'all, that ex-wife never asked Porsha to pay anything. Porsha did that for Porsha, so she can really secure the bag. Another person says, an older man like him with money knows exactly what it is when he's able to get with younger, beautiful women. He got caught slipping. Another person says, SMH, no accountability whatsoever. Porsha is definitely not innocent, but neither are you, Simon. You've had multiple marriages, so this whole vulnerable things is foolishness. You're well experienced when it comes to dating and marriage. And so is Porsha. She'd have been married about 3 times. They the same type of people. Okay? They both been married multiple times. And love didn't have nothing to do with it. And Simon admitted that it was stupid to marry her after, getting to know her for 30 days. It's not love. Okay? It's giving lust. It's giving a big booty and a smile with some veneers, honey. Okay? She got your teeth done. She did do better by you than Fallon, because Fallon had you, honey, you was looking disgusting. You got all that money, your damn teeth and shit. What Sheree say to Nene? Rich means you need to get your motherfucking teeth fixed. And look, Porsha got them teethuses fixed. Cause honey, Simon just be smiling for no damn reason. Like all the peoples do with honey when they get all them damn veneers all up in their mouth. Damn teeth all the same size. So another person says she wanted to reconcile and I was done. That part, boom. Yeah, because he's a man and, he wants to be in control. A lot of men are not vulnerable in these marriages and in these relationships. They want you to be, okay? Remember, you're the woman. You're supposed to care more. Another person says, unfortunately, I have no mercy for you, Simon. You and Fallon were in a marriage, and then boom, you allowed Porsha to lure you in. Yep. Another person says he wanted more fame as no one knew him prior to marrying Porsha, and Peach Juice wanted a rich husband and a FU to her baby daddy. Even swap ain't no swindle. I know that's right. Another person says Porsha decided to marry this man without knowing anything about his background, but she was living her best life and spending his money until the tough got going. On Porsha's spinoff TV show, she admitted she got married to Simon under 2 months because she wanted a marriage. It's unfair to take this man down and not her as well. Now our next story, honey, let's shake a bone and get the hell on. Prosecutors have dropped several charges in the Diddy case, including attempted kidnapping, arson, and aiding sex trafficking, but they're now zeroing in on the main sex trafficking and forced labor charges, calling the jury instructions too complex and pushing for clarity. They are also saying that Diddy will not testify, and, his attorneys are telling him, it just wouldn't be in good faith for, him to testify. And after all, what the hell are you going to say after the people that seen that tape of him doing that to Cassie? What the hell can you say after that? So yeah, a lot of people are saying he's going to be free. I think he's going to get charged with something. It looked like they are letting a lot of this stuff go, but I think he will get charged for something. Let's see what the people think about this. One person says they don't need witnesses with no evidence. Huh? Say what now? Another person says, "Ooh, child, they get on my damn nerves. Write these damn sentences the right freaking way." Diddy is going through all kinds of emotions. He's never been incarcerated. His children are seeing and dealing with this madness. He's leaving money behind, and he's used to extravagant living. Anyone would show stress from this. Hell yeah, he's stressed out, looking like he 80. Okay. Reality star Ava Dash has been evicted from her $10,000 a month NYC apartment just as her dad, Damon Dash, admits he's financially struggling. Ava had been sharing the luxury space with roommates when the eviction hit. Now fans are questioning how the Dash legacy ended up like this. Ooh, I wish his daughter well, honey. It's sad. Now, real quick, let's get back to the Diddy case, because I want to hear what more people have to say about this. So one person says this case was weak from the start. Diddy should fire every person that works for him, get rid of all his so-called friends, and move on. I would keep one house and have a fire sale. Even my kids would have new rules around my house. They don't even have house spelled the right way. God damn, you wrote the sentence and can't remember how to spell the goddamn words? Another person says Diddy was awful for what he did to Cassie, but he wasn't treated fair. No bail. This is in a city where the leading mayoral candidates vowed to completely end cash bail and legalize drugs. They have let some heinous people out on bail. Another person says these prosecutors wasted government money. Another person says, I've been seeing people saying he should rot in prison, bad-mouthing this man's life, and other than beating on Trashy. I still haven't heard of one crime he committed. These people, whoever they are, use the court system and taxpayer funding to pursue a vendetta of some sort. Is ridiculous. This country is on a countdown to destruction. Another person says there's no RICO. He's only guilty of assaulting Cassie, but he's not being charged for that. What? These men are crazy. What's sad is some of our own people are against him, even if he's actually innocent. They want him to go to jail regardless. He should. Look at all the people he destroyed. Okay, it'll teach you niggas how to act when you get a little bit of power. You don't have the right to malign people, to abuse people, to disrespect them, put them in lowest terms. You don't have the right to do that because you get power. And we see a lot of people, misusing power. Okay, we see it on our jobs. Bosses, nasty attitudes, demanding, entitled, disrespectful. You can't do that just because you have a certain title. So, yeah, like he does need to pay for what he did, because he did do some wrong. I think he will be charged with something. It's just some of the charges have been dropped. Another person says it sounds like they are just simplifying everything so the jurors won't get too overwhelmed with their decision making. That's what I agree. That's what I agree with. I agree. Ooh, another person says, I don't want to see any more YouTubers in court. I only want to see Simone Redwine, honey. Ooh. Y'all don't want Armand down to the court, lovely T.I. Okay, who else is down there? Tisa Tales. And on that note, honey, I will check you guys out in the next video.